Good evening and welcome to the Shamokin Area High School Annex, where tonight the Indians of Shamokin area play host to the visiting Red Tornadoes of Mount Carmel area in scholastic wrestling action. We are WKMCTV and are proud to broadcast tonight's athletic action with the cooperation of the Shamokin and Mount Carmel area school districts, and as always, our friends at Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight, we renew a rivalry that began in 1934 and has continued throughout the old century right into the second decade of this new millennium. As always, I am joined by my broadcast colleague, former teammate and friend, and one of the only people that I know that knows my actual shoe size and whose wife knows the length of my hair, Mr. Ron Lentini. Ron, although both teams are not having the best this season in terms of win and losses, whenever the Indians and Tornadoes lock horns on the wrestling mat, anything could happen.
Yeah, this should be exciting. It's always a good bout. Both teams were dealing with a lack of numbers at the beginning of the year due to injuries and kids not coming out. But towards the end of the season here, I'm looking at the lineups, and I'm glad to see that the lineups are pretty full. I only see one forfeit on the Mount Carmel side, which you know is going to make for some exciting wrestling, because these boys, when they go at each other, Shamokin, Mount Carmel, these kids are going to give 100%.
No doubt about it. This is going to be a brawl for it all, as you could say. You know, whenever, you know, as I said earlier, whenever Mount Carmel area and Shamokin get together in anything, from football down to cheerleading competitions, it's going to be intense, and that's nonetheless on the wrestling match here. Ronnie, I'm just remembering sitting in the Annex here. You can just feel the nostalgia coming off the walls here of some of the great matches in this gym.
Oh, yeah, and it's all about pride. I mean, the kids go out here, and, you know, they don't want to lose to somebody from Shamokin. A Shamokin boy does not want to lose to somebody from Mount Carmel, because you're going to get the razzing from your teammates. You're going to get it from whoever. You know, you're going to go to school tomorrow. You're going to hear about it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I don't know if Eric Juraski, who's doing our video tonight, if he can get a picture of Coach McCullum and Coach Reindler over on the other side there. But in our day, Ronnie, if you take a look at that, in the old days when they had matches here, you didn't have teams on both sides. Both teams were over on that side,
yep,
with the foul area separating them. And I always wondered why there wasn't like a riot ever happened when those two guys were so close to each other.
Boys were disciplined back then. They knew they'd go over there and the coach would be back there beating you up.
Yeah, we are definitely the epitome of that, no doubt about it. Shamokin area comes in tonight with a 7-14 record. Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 3-12. Again, not the best of seasons for both, but they're coming down to the end here, and everybody's trying to hit the right mark and get ready for postseason.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of these boys could make a show here in sectionals, which, you know, records go out the window when you go there. They take 3 kids out of sections to go to districts, and these kids will really prepare and get ready, and everybody's down at the proper weight, and they're all in shape. The season's at the end here, and your best wrestling is ahead of you.
Well, we want everybody to prepare and get ready for one great, hopefully, wrestling match here tonight. Again, this is Mount Carmel area versus Shamokin area in scholastic wrestling action, and we're WKMC-TV. We'll be back with our lineups in a moment.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today, and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Back at Shamokin area Annex, before we get our regular wrestling started tonight, we have one exhibition run.
In the exhibition match for Mount Carmel area, Nate Bardos. For Shamokin area, Noah Young.
So Noah Young for Shamokin area,
Nate
Bardos for Mount Carmel area. The warm-up band, I can say, for the big concert tonight.
Yeah, this is good. Give everybody a bout here. Let's get them going.
And as usual, I think we saw him 75 times this year. Joe Cesare, the referee for tonight's contest.
Well, rumor has it the reason when we put him on TV, he's the best-looking official out there, so they always get him for this, so we have him on TV.
He always tells me that, so it must be true. And we're off. His first match.
Nice shot in there by Young.
Oh, Young quickly with a takedown, 2-0.
Initial takedown for
Gonna let him up and
Young,
work on his feet.
and an escape.
So
to
2-1 right now. Noah Young over Nate Bardis.
And now trying that single leg again. He didn't set it up quite as good as the first time.
They don't have a weight down here. These look like maybe 52
Trying to dump.
pounders.
He's in there on a dump. Switched it off to a double. No point yet. Nate has a hold of that leg. I'm pretty sure he's going to give it once he hooks that leg.
Well, looks like that should
he
get
got
it
it
right
there.
there, and that'll give him 2 additional takedown points, making it 4-1.
He has that leg in there. Let's see. He's going to let it out.
And they're back on their feet. Bardis will
Nate
get
back up.
Bardis will get a 1-point escape, 4-2, as we approach the 1-minute mark in this first period.
I can see what they want to do here. It's touch and go. He's reaching up like he's going to tie up, and as soon as he touches him, he's shooting.
Well, you know, Ronnie, it's nice to see in these exhibition matches you might see some team tendencies, and you know, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be a take it down, let him up for Shamokin
I was
tonight.
glad to see Bardis try and get in there a little bit and get a little more aggressive, but that was too far away for a shot.
Young in on a takedown and right to a near side cradle as he tries to get Bardis over, and he's close to turning him over on
that
his
bottom
back.
leg hook. That's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. Bardis in trouble.
The official has to get around.
Noah Young on top with 29 seconds to go in the first period. Noah Young will be victorious in his exhibition match over Nate Bardis.
Young.
As the golden voice of Shamokin area wrestling, Joe
introduce
Bordell
the starting
announces
lineups,
that. We're now going to announce the lineups and see if this is close to what we have, Ron.
Yeah, we'll try it, see what we come up with here.
And now, introducing the starting lineups for the visiting Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes at 106 pounds, Shane Godonis. For Shamokin area, his opponent, Michael Britton.
There you have it. Mount Carmel Shane Godonis going against Shamokin's Mike
At
Britton.
113 pounds, Mount Carmel area will forfeit to Shamokin area's John Carl.
And at the next weight class, John Carl from Shamokin will receive a forfeit.
120 pounds for Mount Carmel, Brian Beaver. For Shamokin area, Brett Long.
Next weight from Mount Carmel, Brian Beaver, and Shamokin's Brett Long.
126 pounds for Mount Carmel, Mitchell Fletcher. For Shamokin area, Bill Leone.
We have Mitchell Fletcher for Mount Carmel and Shamokin's Bill Leone.
At 132 pounds, Shamokin area will forfeit to Mount Carmel's Cody Little.
And the next weight, Cody Little will receive a forfeit.
That balances it off.
Yeah.
Blake Panko. For Shamokin area, Theo Deptula.
And there we have Mount Carmel's Blake Panko will be wrestling Theo
145
Deptula.
pounds for Mount Carmel, Zeke Zito or Tom Steep. For Shamokin area, Josiah Miller.
Okay, and for Mount Carmel, we're putting 2 boys out there. We have Tom Steef or Zeke Zito against Josiah Miller.
152, Mount Carmel, Tyler Waricki. Shamokin area, either Ken Anderson or Brett Rebuck.
Okay, next weight we have Tyler Waricki will face either Shamokin's
160
Brett
pounds for
Rebuck
Mount
or
Carmel,
Ken
Eddie
Anderson.
Bogutsky. For Shamokin area, Michael Ulrich.
Our next weight we have Dave Bogutsky will wrestle Shamokin's Mike Ulrich.
At 170 pounds for Mount Carmel, Daniel Fletcher. I think he's going to have an opponent, don't know who yet.
Next weight for Mount Carmel, we have Dan
Well, I'm not
Fletcher.
gonna
I'm
say
sure
you're
one of the
gonna
boys will
work
probably
it.
bump up either Ken Anderson or Mike Ulrich.
182
Probably.
pounds, Mount Carmel, Allen Yankuski. For Shamokin area, Anthony Anonia.
Next weight for Mount Carmel, we have Alan Yankuski against Shamokin's
195
Anthony
pounds
Anonia.
For Mount Carmel, Christian Howiter. For Shamokin area, Darius Harold.
Okay, next we have Mount Carmel's Kristen Howard will
220
face
pounds
Shamokin's Darius
For Mount
Harold.
Carmel, Jordan Hawk. Jordan Hawk. For Shamokin area, Zach Bittisco.
Okay, next we have Mount Carmel's Jordan Hawk
285
against Shamokin's
pounds.
Zach Biddlescombe.
For Mount Carmel, Seth Stabluski. For Shamokin area, Jordan Lazic.
And our heavyweights are Smart Carmel, Set Stabileski against
Tonight's
Shamokin's
official
Jordan
is Joe
Glassick.
Cesari.
Yeah, and again, just a reminder to
And
our
this
listening audience,
dual meet
you heard the
tonight
lineups,
will
but again,
start
in wrestling,
at
just again a
113
reminder,
pounds.
you are allowed to move one weight up from the area, the weight that you weighed in on, so there's where the strategy's
And
involved.
I'll
you
be
know.
surprised if that doesn't happen at least once or twice during this bout. The coaches will try and jockey around, see how it goes.
Yeah, that's where the chess match starts, and then again the battle of competition itself. You know, especially in this match, in any match, but especially in this match, bonus points will come into effect. So it's important for your guys that you think are going to win that not only win, get that pin or get that major decision, and the guys that you think that aren't going to lose, maybe keep from getting pinned and staying
keep
off
it
their
close,
back, you
yep.
know, and instead of giving up 6, giving up 3. So there's all kind of intricacies involved here, and there's all kind of strategies being thought right now, and
And it's starting already.
we're starting already because both coaches are looking
Trying
at it.
to
Maybe
decide
they're going
who-
to come out and wrestle.
They got trying to decide who's got to send out
Kicking off
first.
tonight's action at 113 pounds, Shamokin area, John Carl wins
Okay.
by forfeit.
So we did start at 113, and Shamokin will receive a forfeit. That's John Carl for Shamokin.
John Carl, a senior wrestler, as he was mentioned tonight in Parents' Night. He was 4-10. That'll up his record to 5-10, and we're going to quickly move to 120.
And that should bring us to Shamokin's Brett Long
At
against
120
Shamokin's
pounds,
Brian
Mount
Beaver,
Carmel.
or Mount Carmel's Brian Beaver.
Beaver for Shamokin area, Brett Long.
There we go. For Mount Carmel, we got Brian Beaver and Shamokin's Brett Long.
Long a sophomore, 9-13 this year.
Beaver got in on a headlock there and switched it right in a cradle, and he picked up two takedown.
Quick 2-point for Beaver as they go back to the center. Again, Beaver only a sophomore, 3-11 record this year, but he's quickly ahead in this
Yeah,
match.
he horsed him right down. He grabbed the front headlock and horsed him to the mat and got in a cradle, but couldn't quite lock it up, but he went behind and got the 2.
Sit out turn in by Brett Long, and he's out. And he'll get 1 point escape, and they're back on their feet.
Yeah, that was a good quick sit out, turn in.
Both wrestlers eyeing themselves in the middle of the mat.
And Beaver, instead of giving up the 2 reversal, left them go and gave up the 1 escape, so he still leads.
He breaks the grip of Brett Long. Again, 2-1 right now. Brian Beaver over Brett Long. 1 minute.
Looks like 2 strong boys here at 120 pounds, just the way they wrestle. They're all looking to horse each other.
And again, Ronnie, as you mentioned so many times, you know, conditioning is going to come into a factor in the third period.
At this point of the game, you know, you're already into February. Hopefully the boys are in shape. And there's Beaver, had that front headlock again, snapped him down to the mat.
Pushing the elbow down,
Yeah.
very nice.
Up on
Staying
his feet,
inside.
chest to chest, trying to trip.
And as we break the 1 minute mark, 52 seconds left in the first period of action. Quick shot by Brett
Yeah,
Long.
Long was a little outside on that shot, but he got it in. Well,
No 2 yet.
nothing, no control yet. You can see the official signaling, nothing yet.
And Beaver's close to coming around. He has Long flat. Long needs to get up to his base. Beaver needs to get around. And Long is able to scoot around and get his own 2.
Well, he held on to that tricep on the far side and did a little bit of a dump.
Nice flurry of activity. And that will make it 3-2 Brett Long over Brian Beaver.
He has a crossface cradle. I think he has it locked up here.
Going butt to butt. He rocks him back. He's going to get back points
Picked
here.
up at least 2. Yep.
He does, as you say, pick up 2 near fall points, making the score 5-2 now. Brett Long over Brian Beaver. And that will end the period.
Long after the
A
first
lot of
period.
movement in here. You are going to be right. We're going to see how the conditioning holds up. There's a lot of movement for 1 period.
Shamokin's choice. They choose top in the second period. That means Brian Beaver will be in the down position. And on top will be Brett Long as official Cesari waves him on. Lines up, and we are off.
Long looked like he was trying to throw a leg in there. He didn't quite hook it, but he's got that one-on-one in a bar. Boy, he got that
him
bar
over real
quick.
quick. He's right. And Beaver in trouble. But
he
Beaver
rolled
rolls right through.
And he has a cradle, I believe, already
He
locked
does.
up. I don't know how he come into a cradle from that.
And he is going to get back points himself. We have a lot of action in opening round competition here.
And this is going to be tight after this. He gets a 3 back. It's
I
tied
think
up.
he's going to get 3. I think
Well, he
Cesare
already
has 3.
signaled, but he's trying to tighten that up and readjust it to get the fall.
Absolutely. He needs to get his knee out
Oh,
there
he
into the
did.
side. He needs to get the knee out. Oh, he's going to get the pin. Brian Beaver with 1 minute 21 seconds to go in the second period. In his flurry of activity
Long
going
looked
back
like
and
he was
forth.
in total control there. He had a bar and a one-on-one, turned him over beautiful. How Beaver rolled through on that and come up with a cradle.
Welcome to Mount Carmel area versus Shamokin in Scholastic Wrestling.
I'd have to see that on a replay. They should have replay to see how that happened, but it was
Outstanding opening
Yeah,
action, and that's going to tie the match up 6-6 right now
I think-
as we quickly move to 126.
I think that was an upset there. I believe Shamokin was looking to win that bout. And right here, it looks like Mitchell Fletcher is going to receive a forfeit.
Mitchell Fletcher, as I said, here goes the
Strategy already.
strategies in play already.
By forfeit.
And they're going to bump up Bill Leon to wrestle Cody Little.
Well, we'll see if Cody Little comes out. I haven't seen a Mount Carmel wrestler yet.
I believe he'll send them out. I'd be surprised if he don't.
Well, Coach McCullum's even looking out there, back there.
Playing a little cat and mouse game here.
Okay,
There he comes.
and there he comes.
Yeah, Cody's a gamer. He wants to come out and wrestle.
Cody Little, sophomore, looking for his first win this season here tonight.
At 132 pounds, Mount Carmel, Cody Little, Shamokin area, Bill Leon.
Bill Leon, Shamokin
Bill
area
Leon.
junior, 14-7 this year. Shamokin area looking to bounce back here after that pin by Mount Carmel area's Brian Beaver in the last match.
That's going to come back. And both boys in here just working, feeling each other. Nobody wants to get a little out of position. You just see how quick it happens.
Bill Leon, Shamokin area. Looks like he's a right foot leader there going into Mount Carmel area's Cody Little.
Neither boy's willing to get adventurous and take a shot in there. There we
There's
go.
a quick shot.
Cody in there on a shot.
Cody.
He got his
See if
hips
he
bumped.
changed that off.
Crossface in there.
Should change it off. Oh, he falls down on his hip.
Yeah.
And Leon is able to capitalize it. He gets 2.
And Leon switched that over. They're letting him wrestle there. He's going to have to pull him in, though. I don't believe he can get a fall out there. No. The official let him wrestle on the edge there.
Oh,
He
he's
gave
going to
him,
get 2 back points out of that. It's going to be 4-0.
looks like Cody's out. Cody
Cody looks like as
He's
they
out.
go out of bounds,
Yeah.
you're right, that'll be 1 escape. That makes it 4-1. We have a takedown and near fall for Bill Leon in Shamokin area, an escape for Cody Little, and they're on their feet.
This looks to be another exciting bout here, the way these boys are going at it.
Action is the word tonight.
That's it. Very competitive.
And with 30 seconds to go, both wrestlers on their feet.
Well, you can see right now, Leon likes to counter. He's looking for Cody to take the action. He loves to counter.
Cody had a good shot there to begin with. He just didn't follow it up well enough.
He got his hips bumped back, and he got caught on his butt there a little bit.
He's looking to snap here, I think. Bill Leon's causing motion
Yeah.
there, looking to snap him down.
They're both trying to work like a
Underhook, looks like a little pancake dump there by Bill Leon. He has.
Oh, he has that deep.
Cody Little.
Saved by the buzzer.
Saved by the buzzer is right. He's going to get 2 takedown, 2 back points,
9-1.
and that's going to be a 9-1 advantage. Bill Leon, Shamokin area over Cody Little.
You could see the
Mount
experience.
Carmel area.
You could see the experience take over there. Leon knew he got him out of position a little bit off balance, and he knew enough just to bump him over.
Again, Bill Leon is dominating in this match, but you got to remember, as I said, very important that Cody Little hangs in there and maybe only gives up a loss.
Yep.
All right, and save some points for Mount
Leon
Carmel.
come to his feet. Cody just went and attacked the ankles. He's going to have to work up there. Oh, no. He got
again,
wing
the front
and chin.
wing and the old wing and chin by Bill Leon. Seen that move forever. Glad to see that they're still using it, but Cody Little's not glad to see that Bill Leon's
trying to
using it.
chin him back here to get his blades down there.
Very close, and that's going to be it. A pin with 1 minute 37 seconds to go in the second period.
Leon of Shamokin area.
Cody
by fall.
Little
Time of
falls to Bill Leone by fall.
12-12.
And that makes the score right now, Ronnie, 12-12 as we're battling into 138
Right
pounds.
now, Coach Hockenbrock, his strategy worked right there.
Absolutely. Again, Mount Shamokin area coached by Todd Hockenbrock. Mount Carmel area by Randy Reidler. We'll see. I believe that's Blake Panko.
138. This is Mount Carmel's Blake Panko. Shamokin area's Theo Deptula.
Yeah, and I think Mount Carmel
Panko quickly into it. Panko takes him right down to his back. He's going to score quick back points. 4-0.
4-0.
Panko initializing his dominance early here as they go out of bounds. Theo Deptula, he's a senior. He's only 1-0 this year. Blake Panko, a sophomore, 13-5.
He's an experienced wrestler. Now, he's wrestled before. I've seen him the last 2 seasons out here. Panko's having a great season for us at 13-5.
And a great career ahead of him, no doubt about it, as he takes Theo Deptula down to the mat and stays in control.
He's got a 2-on-1 there. He's trying to work that, I think. Oh,
coming out the
taking
front
it out
with
to
it.
the side like an arm bar.
Yep, gonna try to lift that up. He secures himself, goes back. Good, smart wrestling there.
Deptula is a good wrestler. He's got getting to his base, stand up. He's gonna stay busy.
Good tight waist by Blake Panko as they go out of bounds. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in the first period. Again, if you're just tuning in, Mount Carmel area, Shamokin area, and Scholastic Wrestling action. Okay. Right now, 12-12, tied up.
And Panko elects to put Deptula back on his feet and give up a point.
Panko circling, coming in, trying to battle inside, as well as Deptula trying to battle inside on Panko.
Yeah, after watching that first takedown, I believe that's a good strategy here. Because Deptula really knew how to stay in his base and hand control. He was doing a good job of fighting there. I think
Quick
Panko
shot.
He has a better chance of taking him from his feet to his back than I think he did from the down position.
I agree with you 100%. Quick
Nice
shot by
double
Panko,
leg. Nice
double
one.
leg. See if he cuts this off well.
Oh, he's going to try and sit on his head there, but
is countering.
yeah, he's got a lot of time here. He's got 35 seconds here.
And that's going to be a potentially dangerous situation. Mr. Cesare is bound by rule to stop that and call potentially dangerous. And no change in scoring. They just start over.
Theo got a little,
nice little dump by
Blake got a little
Panko.
lazy with that shot, and he almost got caught there, but he countered it nice. It was a counter, recounter.
Nice. And a little dump that almost looks Scotty Kirsch's is dumping there. As he is now up 9-1 as we are under 10 seconds to go in the first period.
3 back points, 9-1.
Blake Panko is going to stay ahead in this match as the buzzer rings. The second period about to begin. 9-1. Blake Panko.
I think you'll see him wrestling a lot more on his feet in his bout.
Blake Panko up 9-1 over Theo
That
Deptula.
surprises me. Deptula taking neutral.
That's figures that this is where he is good at, but not with Blake Panko, because Blake Panko has a wonderful fireman's dump series
he keeps
there.
that arm. If he could corkscrew that, he'd be in
just
good
pull
shape.
it up,
Yep.
absolutely. But he secures 2 more takedowns, and it's 11-1 now. And again, important for Blake Panko to look for bonus points here. He's got to keep it up.
Yeah, I'm sure Mount Carmel was expecting bonus points in here, or at least hoping for it.
Well, they're probably expecting a pin, so it's very important that Deptula keeps from that pin and maybe only gives a technical fall. That would save Shamokin a point.
Deptula's doing a good job of wrestling. He's countering well. Like I said, Panko's one of our better wrestlers.
And he tries to come out to the side, lift that arm, trying a little tilt situation there. 1 minute, 13 seconds to go in the second period in this 138-pound
I'm
contest.
still surprised the coaches have him wrestling on the mat here. I thought they would have put him back up on his feet, but now he's got a bar in there and a
then
half.
he throws the half. He's going to work to the front. No, he can't get that. Comes back around.
Yep, circle on his side.
I think
Keep his
you're
weight
right.
on him.
I would let him out.
Yeah, Deptula's countering well off the bottom.
I would just let him out and wrestle this on the feet, because Panko has shown his dominance.
Yeah.
During the match here on his feet. 40 seconds to go in the second period. 11-1, Blake Panko over Theo Deptula.
He's exerting a lot of energy, trying to hold him on the mat and then trying to turn. Now he's going to throw legs in there and see if that works.
Double grapevine.
Power half.
Trying to crank him over.
He might be able to pick up some back points here. I don't think he'll pin him. Deptula countering. There he goes.
There he is. He has it tight now as he readjusts himself. Sags back a little.
He's got to get off the legs, though.
He's got circle to the front, and he's trying to do that. Deptula's trying to prevent him from circling to the front.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell is right.
3
But
back points for Panko.
that'll be 3 back points for Panko, and that makes it 14-1 run. So 2 more points, and he's going to get a technical fall.
I would say he's going to wrestle him on his feet. Oh, he's taking him down. Can't change your mind. He elected to take down, and Coach Riley
Well,
was
he's
just
got to
showing.
look to reverse him to his back and try to get a pin.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they hit that 15-point, unless he's pinning him, the match will be over. But if he's in a pinning situation, the official will let him continue to see if he can get the pin.
What's going on here?
Panko looks
Panko
to be down,
Shook
looking
up
for
here.
injury time.
Yeah, he got shook up here.
Brandon
Injury
Charlton
time.
blasts off his seat. Star Physical Fitness to take care of the situation.
Yeah, I think Blake was a little unsure what to do there. He takes bottom, like you said. If he reverses and just gets a basic reversal, it's going to be a tech
As
fall.
on your
Stops.
feet, easier probably to take him down to his back. I agree with you. And that injury time is cut. They'll come back to the center.
Just got to keep himself about it. He could come out here on an escape. Just keep wrestling.
Yeah, probably the best thing to do is get an escape
Don't get sloppy
because
here.
it's still not 15 at that point. And he tries to blast up right away. Deptula breaks him right
So he
back
said
down.
You don't
though.
want to get sloppy. Deptula still looks like he's in pretty good shape here.
And you want to get off the bottom.
Trying to work that crossface cradle. That didn't work. Now he's at the underhooks.
Back up to his base, broken back down by Deptula. They go out of bounds. Go back to the center. See if he blasts off again for an escape off the bottom.
Yeah, he's got to come right off the whistle.
Deptula's going to try to break him down, going on the opposite side. But
That's
right to
it.
his feet.
Now
He
he's
needs to
gotta-
pop the hips there.
Yep, there you go.
He pops the hips, he gets out. Okay, that makes it 15-1. So if Brandon Panko wants to get a fall here, he's going to have to take him down to his back and keep him there.
Well, more than likely he's going to look for that same dump. You don't want to go with a basic double because the double is going to give you your takedown. So
Absolutely, go for that dump, and like you said, keep the arm, try to crank it up, and see you can utilize that and pinning.
still can't get sloppy on his shots. Last time he did that, and he left his arm out there, he got underhooked, but he didn't counter that.
Okay, they go out of bounds. We're just under a minute to go in this contest, 101. Mount Carmel Area's Blake Panko up 15-1 over Theo Deptula.
And Deptula, despite the fact that he's down by, has been wrestling a fairly decent match here.
And he almost gets it. There's a
Oh,
front
there
head
it
and
is.
arm.
Just
Headlock by Panko, and that's exactly the kind of move he needed.
There's Deptula, boy, really fighting here. He's doing a great job, but they will let him bring him back in. They'll let him wrestle. That's what they
Deptula's
did
going to
before.
try to get out of balance. Panko's got to try to drag him back in. 30 seconds to go. I don't think, and that's going to be
That's
it.
3 back.
And
Technical fall.
that's going to end the match with
18-1.
Blake Panko winning
Winners,
18-1
Blake Panko.
over Theo Deptula.
And he saved them a bonus point.
And that's the kind of down the line you got to say.
Remember that one point.
Remember that one point. But congratulations to Blake Panko. Good match. He wins by technical fall. That's going to up his record to 14-5 as we quickly move to the 145-pound weight class.
Mount Carmel, Zeke. Zito.
Okay.
Shamokin area, Josiah Miller.
Mount Carmel Zeke Zito is wrestling Shamokin's Josiah Miller.
Josiah Miller, sophomore, 9-11 this year. Zeke Zito, junior, and he's 7-7, 500 for the season.
Yeah, I was waiting to see this match. I know Josiah, and I wanted to see him wrestle. He's been doing well. I've been following him in the paper. Zito's a tough boy, so we'll see what happens. There should be a pivotal match.
Absolutely, and We are well into it, 30 seconds into the first period. No points scored yet. Both the wrestlers eyeing each other up. Quick little short shot.
He keeps good positioning on him. He's watching his hips. Zito trying to break through that defense there, get his arms separated to get inside.
Zito he has to battle inside.
Yeah, you got to pummel in. You just can't take shots from nowhere.
And Josiah Miller's leaning in. You almost have to like snap down a couple times and get him to come up straight.
Well, he's doing good. He's keeping inside control. See, it's hard to mount an offense when your opponent has inside control.
Okay, we break the minute mark in this first period. Quick shot by Josiah Miller, countered by Zeke Zito. He sprawls, looking to spin around, get his own 2-point takedown. Comes around and countered by Josiah Miller.
There's a lot of inside fighting there. He was trying to work like a little dump, and it wasn't quite working where you hit the inside crotch and lift.
Zito giving ground real well, though. Comes around, tries
a
little butt drag.
He got it.
Little butt drag, gets around,
Nice.
and he scores 2 points.
That was actually a textbook butt drag.
That
you don't
was.
see that much. That was beautiful.
That was real nice. He sagged and went right into it. They're going to be close to being out of balance.
He has legs in here.
He should stay right there. You know, don't
Well,
go back
7
to center.
seconds left.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't go out of bounds. Just end the period at that note. Stay where you are. Go into the second period winning, and he is winning, Zeke Zito. Up 2-0 by virtue of a takedown over Josiah Miller. We go to the second period.
Miller deferred, and Zito took bottom.
Quickly, Zito down in the bottom position of the referee's position. Josiah Miller on the top, going opposite side. And quickly.
Wow, Zito quick
Zito
stand up,
blast
but that
off,
was
but
nice.
countered well.
Josiah just stayed there. Look at
Josiah
that, he's
and went
attacking.
into a double leg takedown, but Zito right back and around and does not panic.
He's got that deep too.
And he's going to get a reversal, and he's going to get back points. He has the arm encased with the head, which is a textbook rule for pinning somebody. Lifting the head.
Zito's got that deep.
He's got to walk to the front.
Yeah, Miller's trying to work his way belly down.
Zito's got to walk to the front.
Lots of time here. You got 1:25 yet on the clock, sir. Both boys are wrestling hard, though. That was a flurry and a half there.
I would probably change that half around. There he does it right now. Very good.
He must have heard you.
He must have heard me. Should lift on the head now. Sag a little bit. Lift that arm. Lift that head. Miller's got to get to his belly, though.
He could stay there and settle in, and Josiah's got to work a lot. You know, he's got to do all the work here. He needs to wear him out.
Squeeze and lift. Lift the head, lift the arm, come out to the side. 53 seconds to go in the second period. And on that note, with exactly 50 seconds to go, Zeke Zito wins by fall over Josiah Miller, and that gives Mount Carmel 6 more team points, and that ups the score to 23-12.
Boy, that flurry could have went either way. That was a heck of a flurry.
Absolutely, and we're going to power into the 152-pound match now.
152 pounds, Tom Steep of Mount Carmel, Brett Rebuck of Shamokin area.
There you go. For Mount Carmel, we have Tom Steef, and we'll face Shamokin's Brett Rebuck.
Brett Rebuck, a freshman at 4-17 this year. Again, Tom Steef, a senior at 4-8.
He's got the, well, he had the head and arm there, but he let go of it. Trying to work in on a double.
And a little headgear readjustment for Tom Steef as the match is stopped. No score yet. Again, we have Tom Steef, Mount Carmel area, versus Brett Raybuck.
You know, watching the wrestling here, it's like these kids have a different gear when they wrestle each other, Shamokin and Mount Carmel. I mean, they give this effort all the time, and they do a lot better during the season.
No doubt about that comment. Intensity is flowing here tonight.
Yep, both.
At the Shamokin Annex.
They are just going at each other. Rebuck is in there on a couple of nice shots, countered by Steef. Steve's got to get some offense on his another dump shot in there.
Yep. Nice little dump by
Dude, he was going to
Brett
headhunt
Raybuck
there, and he just missed it. Steve was quick to get belly down because Rebuck was looking for the head.
And that it makes it all tied up at 2-2.
Locking up a cradle.
He has the cradle locked, but they're going to go out of bounds. Brett Raybuck unsuccessful with the cradle, although locked up. Tom Steve is able to get out of balance and get a fresh start for himself, and we're under 1 minute to go in this first period.
The way Reebok's attacking, Steve better get out of there in a hurry. Better
Keep his head up and blast
right to
out.
his feet.
A little sit out, a little switch. Nice switch by Tom Steve.
Reversal for Steve.
Caught him off guard.
And caught him. I think he thought he was going to be standing up.
And now he's getting aggressive here.
That makes it
He's got a one-on-one, and he had a half, but
makes it 2-2 here with 39 seconds to go.
got his hips broken down flat. He's got the one-on-one. He's wrist rolled under.
Got to keep
Boy,
his
a lot
hips
of
up,
nice
though.
movement going
Wow.
on there.
Hips go down for Steve. Raybuck is able to roll him over.
Boys are just so aggressive. They're both just, everybody's just looking for pins. They're all under the arms, looking for halves, looking for cradles.
Raybuck lifting the leg, trying to get a cradle himself on. He's up 4-2 over Tom Steve.
There's that
cross
face. Now he's going to try and run that head. Nope, Steve tore it off.
He'll try to run the head to the knee and the knee to the head and lock it up. Steve trying to get out.
He tried a Granby, but the back leg was bulldog. That wasn't a good idea.
But that ends the first period. Brett Raybuck, Shamokin area, so far victorious over
And we got neutral.
Tom Steve from Mount Carmel area. It's 4-2. Gibbs
4-3. He
4-3. Just left them up. Thank you for that. That makes it 4-3. And we start the second period of action. Quick shot by both
Looking
wrestlers.
for that dump again. But Steve caught the head. He got that arm. Uh-oh.
He has the
He got his butt on it.
Raybuck readjusts real nice, comes back right into a pinning situation.
Reebok.
Gets two.
Nice.
It's 6-3. Here comes Tom Steve back.
Reversal Steve.
Well, what happened there, Raybuck was going to let him up. He wanted to wrestle on his feet, but Steve hustled. He didn't get far enough away from him. He just went right after the double leg.
That's that Granby series that Raybuck is using. Tripod on the head, circling around, and he gets two, and it's 8-5, and he lets Steve out, gives him a point. That makes it 8-6.
Well, I think conditioning is going to play in this bout the way these boys are going at it.
Quick shot by Steve. He had his head down there. He's
He
got to
got
keep
the
his
leg,
head up,
though.
but he comes right back and gets the leg, as you say. Raybuck countering, and Steve gets a 2-point takedown,
Tied
and
up.
it's 8-8, ladies and gentlemen, as we break the minute mark. 1 minute to go in the second period.
Better not blink in this match.
Steve's got to get his hips up. He does. He adjusts.
The way the movement's going, don't blink. You're going to miss points.
They are flowing the points tonight here in this 152-pound weight class.
And Ref Cesari's doing a good job of staying with it.
As he's indicating with his red armband that Mount Carmel's in control and is on top and in control. Again, you see him pointing. That means Steve is
Trying
in
to get him
control.
to cradle. He's
But
got to
look
keep
out.
his hips up. He keeps
He's got to put his head.
Yeah.
He's got to get that head in the side. Little elbow pivot by Raybuck. He comes out for an
One
escape.
escape.
9-8 right now.
10
Brett
seconds
Raybuck
left.
over Tom Steve.
I said about the conditioning. I think both boys are getting a little nice shot. And
Nice shot. Buzzer in. Take a breath, ladies and gentlemen. We got another period of action.
Starting in neutral.
I feel like I'm out of breath watching it.
This is great.
2 minutes to go, third period. Mount Carmel area is Tom Steve. Shamokin area is Brett Raybuck.
Very entertaining
Both
bout here.
wrestlers shooting at the same
Headlock.
time. Front headlock.
And he's going to roll through again.
And he's going to roll through.
Not this time. Steve's
Steve
got to
is
go
able to
belly
roll
down.
back.
He's got to go
He got to
belly down.
readjust himself. He's got to get his weight back, and he does. Raybuck in trouble. Steve cranking the head and arm, trying to get his both scapula
He's got to go belly
flat.
down, though. You don't want to see the way he is here. That's why it was easier.
He's got to
for
take
Ray-
his leg under and go chest
Yep,
to chest.
Right, exactly.
1 minute, 29 seconds,
Oh.
and that will end this exciting
Wow.
match. Tom Steve is victorious, 1 minute, 26 seconds
Winner at
Wow.
over Brett Raybuck.
52.
And Mount Carmel area will garnish 6 more team points and makes it 29-12.
That
And
bout right there was worth the price of admission.
No
That was great.
doubt,
And that could have went either way. That was fantastic. Good wrestling on both sides.
we move in the 160-pound match, and ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, get the tape from somebody because you just missed a great match. But we are in a great meet right here. Mount Carmel area versus Shamokin, 160 pound weight class.
Tyler Warwicky of Mount Carmel, Ken Anderson, Shamokin area.
Okay, Mount Carmel's Tyler Warwicky against Ken Anderson. Tyler went in on a quick single leg, finished it for the takedown. He's up 2-0.
Ken Anderson, a senior for Shamokin area, 4-12. Tyler Warwicky, a senior himself at 11-6. Pair of seniors here going at it tonight.
Tyler right now is in control, releases him. He wants to work on his feet. That first shot was nice. See if he can keep it up.
2-1 right now. Early in this contest.
Snapped him down. Couldn't quite
Looks
get
like
behind.
Warwicky definitely controlling the tie-up, though. He's very aggressive with that, very, very heavy on the head, as we say.
Well, he's been wrestling up all year, so this
nice sweep swingle.
Yeah, beautiful.
Sweep single there, gets 2-point takedown,
Looking
and
for
it's
a cradle.
4-1.
Yep.
He is exerting his dominance
I have
here
a
early.
feeling he's going to put him up too. I don't think he's going to spend a lot of time trying to turn here because Anderson seems like a strong boy here.
Kenny Anderson trying to get out of bounds. He does. He's going to get a fresh start for himself. He's going to come back to the center of the mat, but he'll be in the down position as Tyler Warwicky will assume the top position in this referee's position. 55 seconds to go in the first period. Warwicky up 4-1 over Anderson. Warwicky trying to break him down, throwing a half early.
Trying to see, is this
Little
the
one-on-one tilt there.
160-pound weight they're wrestling?
You are correct.
Tyler working a tilter. He's getting the back points.
Has that nice and tight, too. Has his hips tight against him. That's what you have to do in that situation. 35 seconds to go, and he's awarded 2 back points, 4-1 right now.
Threw a crossface in there. I think he's trying to work a crossface cradle.
Tyler Warwicky
He's got to get off this leg if he wants to do that.
Tyler Warwicky up 6-1 over Ken Anderson in the Shamokin area.
Bumped his hips with that half real nice.
He has the half in, getting back points, lifting the head, looking for the pin, and he is able to get the pin with 6 seconds to go in the first period, and Mount Carmel area will explode into the lead now as they are getting additional 6 points. They are up 35-12 right now. And we'll move into the 170-pound match. Things are starting to get away from Shamokin area right now. They have to regroup.
Yep. They need somebody to stop this momentum because Mount Carmel just has all the momentum on their side right now.
For Mount Carmel, Danny Fletcher.
Maybe they can do like San Fran and turn the lights out and hope the momentum change.
Yeah. We're going to keep an eye on Mr. Bordell there. He might sneak out and try to turn the lights out in the gym here.
Danny Fletcher was in there on a nice shot, taking him down to the mat. I believe this is Ulrich for
Mike Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Senior 0-2 for Shamokin against his Mount Carmel areas. Danny Fletcher, he's a senior at 4-12.
Yeah, Fletcher come out, got a nice shot in there for a single right off the bat.
Carmel breaking him down right there. Danny Fletcher in control.
Yeah, he's got his hips down to the mat.
Pulling a 2-on-1 in, changing off to a half Nelson.
Yep, he's got that pretty good in there.
Has Ulrich flat. But Ulrich looking away from the half, which
so I think what he did is switch it and went to the half to the other. No, he didn't get the half in. I thought he tried. Yeah, he does have it in on the other side.
Ulrich is not able to look away that time, and Fletcher has Ulrich in trouble early in this first period. Danny Fletcher, Mount Carmel area in control over Mike Ulrich, and with 1 minute 5 seconds to go, the steam rolling continues for Mount Carmel area as they get another 6 points. That makes it 41-12 right now, and things are not looking good for Shamokin area.
Yeah, we only have 5 bouts left to go here, and they lose one more, and that's it.
Yeah, you are correct if you do the math correctly. So if Shamokin area is going to mount a comeback, it has to start right here and right now.
Yeah, for Mount Carmel, this will be our freshman, Alan Yankuski.
182 pounds, Alan Yankuski from Mount Carmel. Anthony Anonia,
Shamokin, we have Anthony Anonia.
Nonia, senior at 10-14. Alan Yankuski, a freshman at 11-5. Having a good freshman season for himself.
He's doing very well. He's
well,
settled in.
He'll have a test here.
Yes, he will.
A quick little shot by Anthony Anoia.
We'll see what happens. He's a little outside with that one.
Another quick shot by
got in on a
Anoia.
single, trying to counter it here. Yankuski.
Tries to circle around. Pops it, changes it to a double. Nice. Anthony Anoia is in on a 2-point takedown.
Takedown for Anoia.
He has a Navy right in and out. And Allen just scissored the legs. And Anoia wants
Gives
to
up
go on his feet.
1-point escape to Alan Yankuski. Makes it 2-1 right now. Anthony Anoia, 2-point takedown. Alan Yankuski,
in there
1-point
on a
escape.
single leg, bulling in there. Yankuski has good hips. Good hips. Threw a
Gives
wizard
ground,
in there.
tries to circle around himself, is unsuccessful, but he's close to
Cross
circling
face.
around.
He's doing a good
Anoia
job.
has to circle with him and get out of balance,
think
but
he's got it.
I think he's going to get a 2-point takedown.
There it is.
There
Yep.
it is. Alan Yankuski on the line with the takedown,
Takedown for Yankuski.
and that's going to make it 3-2 as Anoia
Yes.
goes into down position as Yankuski gets on top.
Yeah, that was nice counter in there because Anoia has a beautiful shot.
Quick
Allen
look.
with his good hips threw a wizard in there and is able to counter for his own takedown.
Quick sit out by Anoia, countered well by Yankuski. Anoia with a waist and ankle ride there.
Got to try and suck him back here.
Anoia in a sit out, trying to go to that tripod position, a Granby roll.
Now Allen
series.
can work some offense. He has him broken flat. You got to work a little offense.
28 seconds to go. First period action.
There's a good tight 2-on-1 in there. But I'm sure referee Cesare isn't going to let him ride that too long. Got to get off the hips and try and work some offense.
That is the point of wrestling. You need to secure back points and work for a fall.
He's doing a good job. He's trying to bring that arm up, trying to work an arm bar.
3 seconds to go. Looks like this is where it's going to end as the first period comes to a conclusion with a 3-2 score. Alan Yankuski winning 3-2 over Mike Ulrich.
Anoia deferred to Yankuski, and he took bottom. Explode out of there. Got to come
We
out
said
right
that
up.
the last time he did a switch.
Yeah. Well, whatever you do, do it quick.
Do it quick and do it hard. There he goes for a switch again.
Yeah.
He's trying to catch us off guard there. But countered by Anoia. Anoia gets a tight waist of his own,
Throwing
throws
legs in, but he-
the leg in.
Now
Unsuccessful.
Allen, he's over his arms. Allen should be able to turn out.
Yep, now he comes in underneath his arms. He needs to stay underneath when countering a sit-out
Come on,
position.
keep coming, Allen. You get out.
And Yankuski is out
Escape for Yankuski.
for an escape.
4-2.
That makes it 4-2, Alan Yankuski over Anthony Anoia.
Oh, in there with that other. Basically, it's a high crotch shot,
Yeah.
I think, is what he's taking, but they're looking for the dump off of that. Allen countered it nice. Is the head and arm tight up there. Got to keep his weight on him, and he's doing a good job of that.
As he's pulling out, you got to look to grab that ankle. Go for
Yep.
that ankle and that
He
guy's
didn't
trying
quite
to pull
have
out
that chin tight. If he had that chin, he could have picked that ankle on the
Yep.
far side.
Russian tie, shrugged by. Quick little shot by Anoia.
Noah's
Unsuccessful.
quick on his feet for a big guy.
Yes, he is. But, as you said, Yankuski countering
Allen
well.
breaking him to the mat. Nice. That's
Using
that
his
front-
hips well. There's the front head and arm. He comes
There you go.
around.
He's a lot
There's a
quicker.
2-point takedown for
Takedown.
Alan Yankuski. He is in
For
control,
Yankuski,
6-2.
2.
Keep your weight on him. Get up on your toes. And the Bulldog, now he has him broken flat. Now he could work something.
42 seconds to go in this second period. Alan Yankuski in a bulldog ride, controlling Anthony Anoia of Shamokin
There's
area.
that half, working the halves now.
Anoia trying to get to his base, trying to pull those legs up underneath him.
Coaches are encouraging him 2-on-1, roll him wrists under, keep your weight on him. Doing a nice, he's wrestling a nice conservative match. He's doing a good job. For a freshman wrestling up in these heavier weights, can't get too dangerous. As his legs tangled up here, you gotta watch himself.
And that's going to end the second period. As we move into the third and final period, Mount Carmel area's Alan Yankuski winning 6-2 over Anthony Anoia of Shamokin area.
Anoia elects to go in a neutral position. That's where he's had his most success, but he hasn't been finishing those shots. He's
There
been
he gets
getting
the
in
shot
there.
in. He's trying to pull the leg up. trying to treetop him, bring him down to the mat. Yankuski so far.
Nothing yet.
And he counters real well. He anticipated Anoya and
just be careful here.
countered. No takedown
He can hook
yet.
that bottom leg there with his other. He'd have a real nice crate. I think he does have it now.
I think there's 2 points, and
Yeah,
that'll
and he
be
has
2
back
points.
now.
And he has Anoya in trouble
Big
with a
time.
nice
That's
cradle.
tight.
That's very tight, very close to having a fall there. Noya
If he
trying
can
to
settle
battle
back,
off.
If he can bring it
Noya's
back.
strong kid gets it off his bottom.
But that was a nice counter in there by Yankuski.
Real
Very
nice.
good at countering.
Real nice. But I'll tell you what, a lot of guts by Anthony and Noya be able to fight off his back there.
Third period came off strong.
No doubt about it. He's not giving up yet, even though he's down 11-2 in this match. As we approach the 1 minute mark, he quickly gets up. Noya gets an escape. He's down 11-3, but
Can't
he's
relax
battling
yet.
on.
There's a minute left in his bout. Can't relax yet.
Quick shot by Anoya.
He's been taking some nice shots. He just hasn't been finishing.
Yeah, you look at quick step single. He's a right foot leader. Yankuski looking to cradle
Got
him
him
on the
again in the
opposite
cradle.
side. And he looks like he's going to get the 2-point takedown. He's got his head. Get the head in the side.
Yep, he got it now. He's hooking that bottom leg. Now he's got it.
Anoya in trouble
he
this
has
time,
it tight.
but he rocks out. Noya's able to rock out of the
24 seconds here. There you hear the fans encouraging him. He could hold him there, and
he
so
comes
Anoya
out.
come out again, and he's going to actually get a reversal out of this, I believe. Just go belly down here.
16 for Yankuski as we approach the end of the match. And that's the way it will end, 16-3. I think that'll be a major decision, Ron.
Yep.
And that'll be 4 points for Mount Carmel area. And as the computer kick on, I think Mount Carmel area might have sewn up the match at that point.
Yes, they did.
So
Best Shamokin can do is 24 points.
Mount Carmel area is going to be victorious tonight in this team match, but we have a lot of wrestling to go as we move to the 195-pound match. I believe it'll be Mount Carmel area's Kristen Howarder
Yeah, I believe.
and Darius Harold as we wait for Mr. Bordell to announce it.
Kristen Howarder for Shamokin area, Darius Harold.
You were correct, Greg. That's
Darius
who it is.
Harris, sophomore, 0-6, looking for his first win. Kristen Howarder, senior from Mount Carmel, I believe he might be looking for his first win himself.
No, I believe.
No, he has a
got-
couple
yeah.
in there.
We just don't have the record.
Yeah, we just don't have the
posted.
record.
Take
But
down for
he
Howard.
quickly,
Nice double leg. He's
Working
working
a- working a power half there.
He's trying to work a power, but he better not be too physical. You don't want to hurt anybody.
he quickly has Harold in trouble on his back,
He has it
Squeezing,
deep.
lifting
He
the
has
head.
that deep.
Darius Harold trying to get out of bounds. He's almost out of bounds. Howard are trying to bring him in so he can secure
I think
both.
he switched it to a headlock now.
You got to have both shoulders inside the lines in order to pin him, man. I'm not sure if Darius Harold's other shoulder's out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to have to bring him in.
He's going to have to scoot him in,
Surprised
readjust.
Surprised the coaches aren't. Oh,
Oh,
there it
he
is.
does. He readjusts, gets both shoulders in. 48 seconds to go. Darius Howard goes down to Kristen Howard by fall. And that makes the score 51-12 as Mount Carmel is rolling. Again, Mount Carmel area up 51-12 over Shamokin area.
Shamokin area, Zach Bittiscombe wins by forfeit.
Zach Bittiscombe from Shamokin area will get by forfeit over Jordan Hawk, who's had knee problems the last few weeks.
Yeah, and you might as well rest him up. You got
Yeah.
postseason coming up here in a week and a half.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself here.
Since the dual meet, the outcome of the dual meet is already decided. Smart move by the coach.
51-18 right now. We'll go to the heavyweight.
This should be a good bout here.
Jordan Glossick.
Okay, Jordan Glossick for Shamokin area senior at 13-7. Mount Carmel area Seth Stebeleski, a senior at 12-5. Should be a good one.
This should be a dandy.
Stebeleski pummeling inside.
When they were doing the announcing, I heard Glossick was, they were saying he was a captain on the Shamokin's football team this year. So Curious to see how it transfers here.
Okay, shot by Stebeleski, but they go out of bounds.
Yeah, Seth's been having a nice year for us. He's been wrestling
and really
tough.
pretty good last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's been wrestling really well.
I know they went to the Juniata duels. He came out of that 5-0.
Yeah, he's pummeling in nice. You see how they're working for an inside position. It's sort of like swimming. You want to come up over the top and
swim in, pummel in, get your arms inside.
See, just
and
like
that's
that,
what
how
he's
he
doing.
just shot that arm in underneath. That's what you're doing. You're pummeling for inside control. So there you go.
There's
into
a
the
bear hug.
It's a big boy to be bear hugging.
But you got to stay low with that bear hug.
You got to get his hips lower than his.
You got to get your knuckles down in the lower part of the spinal cord and squeeze.
He's still powering in with there's the double underhook. Better watch. You don't want to
step in front, clear the leg, and do a pancake there. Or he can windmill out.
Glossic just putting his head right in his chest, telling him you're not getting any closer. You won't let his hips get in there.
Close to 1 minute mark. Seth Stebeleski, Mount Carmel area. Jordan Glossic, Shamokin area.
2 bulls out there pushing each other around.
2 bulls. We're not in the China shop. We're at the Shamokin Annex, but they're battling.
They tried to hit a Russian there, rushing that off.
I'm starting to get a little worried, Ron, with our proximity to the mat here. I want
they
to
start
see those.
coming this way, I'm going to hide behind you.
I'm heading for the stands. 39 seconds to go. No score in this heavyweight 285-pound contest.
Yeah, we don't have their exact weights down there, but I'd be willing to say they're both in that 245, 250 category.
Easy.
Now he has that a little better.
That's what you have to do. He steps in front, trips him down to the mat. He has Glossic in trouble. Seth Stebeleski, Mount Carmel area, putting his weight, every ounce of it that he has, on top of Jordan Glossic. He's lifting the head.
Ooh,
he's
now
lifting
he's got
the
that
arm.
far arm.
Oh,
Ooh,
saved by the bell, Jordan Glossic. He's going to get 3 points, and Seth Stebeleski's going to go up 5-0 over Jordan Glossic.
Yeah, he worked for that whole first period. He kept working, pummeling in with that double underhook. Then he stepped through and tripped him. He did a nice job.
Glossic takes bottom. I'm not sure that was the best move. I might have stayed on my feet. We'll see. Well, Seth Stebeleski's going to let him out, and Glossic's going to get a point out of this deal. Optional start. No, Seth uses the optional start to break him down. You see that a little bit, not too often.
I was going to say, I don't know if Glossic has a bad leg there or not. I see he has some kind of a padding on there, and that's the leg Seth was working on. Glad to see he got away from it. But he's trying to work that arm bar. The boys must have been going over that this week in practice. I've seen quite a few Mount Carmel boys working at.
And he's working that 2-on-1 now, trying to pull it in. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the second period.
This bout could go a long way in the seedings coming up in sectionals. You know, with both kids having 13-7 and 12-5 records.
Absolutely. And Glossic trying to get out. I think he's trying to roll.
Yep.
Trying to do a roll. Stebeleski's not biting on it. He's keeping his weight back. A little Granby roll by Jordan Glossic. You don't see too many big guys do that.
No, you have to be pretty agile. I give him credit for trying that.
Gets his head up. Stebeleski tries a crossface.
Boys are getting a little physical out there. A little bit of popping and elbows flying and heads flying. Stebeleski's got that crossface. He needs to pick up this near ankle here.
Glossic trying to get up, trying to get out.
30 seconds left here in this period.
Stebeleski maintaining control, has the ankle and the arm, trying to break him flat.
Got the spiral breakdown. He's making him carry his weight, that's what you want to do as a heavyweight.
Absolutely. Glossic trying to come out for
13
one.
seconds.
Stebeleski keeps the leg. He's got to keep the leg. There's a warning on stalling.
Well,
I think he should have stopped the match.
Yeah. He's letting him know that there was a warning.
Stalling warning on Mount Carmel.
Okay,
Once
he
you
needs
come
to,
to the-
he needs to take him back down to the mat or let him out.
Yeah, well, you usually do a 5-second count. You have 5 seconds at least to make an attempt to take him to the mat. If you don't, then they're going to call stalling.
So that's going to be a warning the next time Seth is called for stalling. It's going to cost him a point.
Blood time for Seth.
And
Boys will get a little breather.
Brandon Charlton doing his best Tom Swaldy imitation here tonight, out on the mat, attending to the bloody nose of Seth Stebolewski. And as we take care of the blood, we're going to take a slight break. We'll be back right away with more wrestling action.
It's been some good wrestling.
Yeah, it has. I mean, the score isn't indicative to the And we're back in action here as assistant coach Nate Rhodes gives Jordan Glossick some last-second instructions.
Well, there's not much you could do here. 2 seconds left.
No, it's just, I think we just end the period here.
Let's see, you got to hit that tripod quick and tries that Granby again.
I don't know if I'll be surprised. And he tries to pop up, but he's not going to be able to do it. The period will end. And we'll move into the third period.
And Seth went neutral.
And 5-0, Seth Stebolewski takes the neutral position. And takes it right to him.
Yeah, he likes that double underhook, trying to jack him up so he could step through and trip him.
And Glossick's got to pinch his elbows together. He's trying to do that.
Now Seth went to the front
it
head
nice.
and arm, yep.
Glossick was leaning in. That was a good move.
Down. Glossick has good balance for a big boy, though.
He does.
Seth's come a long way.
I'll tell you what. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. I was kidding about that before, but we got the real thing there.
Well, I could see one thing. I was quicker than you. I would have been gone.
Well, I saw Nate Rhodes coming over. I know he'd save me. Nate Rhodes, police officer, Shamokin City. He's there to protect and to serve.
That's it.
Okay, Seth's got to.
Well, there was a point awarded in there, I guess, for the way they ran off the mat there or whatever. Seth got a point, unsportsmanlike.
Okay, that makes it 6-0. Seth's got to calm down here. You know, keep his emotions in check. Wrestle hard, do the things he did the first 2 periods.
He really doesn't have to pummel in as hard as he's been pummeling in, because you put yourself you don't want to get down, get taken to your back at this point.
Well, you know, it's like a football game. When you're up big in the fourth quarter, don't do anything stupid. Keep it on the ground. Yep. You know, don't put the other team in any position.
So much for that. There he went right into that.
Headlock tried by Glossick.
Well, that's why
Stebolewski behind him.
So he should drop down. Yeah, I was going to say drop down to that single or double once he was behind him.
Change off to
take him to the center. He's trying to do a cement job.
He is trying to do it. There it is.
And if he would have been in bounds, Seth might have been in trouble.
Cement job coming from the Northampton team. Randy Roan for years there. Starting that move, called a cement job because they're called the Concrete Kids.
Seth again pummeling in with the underhooks. You got to work.
Front head and arm. Headlock tried by
Trump. He should just drop down. To a double.
And they go out of bounds.
Just a bare tackle. Just drop. Next time he gets behind, let's drop down and tackle him.
Level change.
That's it.
Just change your levels. Come down.
58 seconds left in this match. And these boys are not giving in an inch.
Again, nobody giving up in this one.
Well, see, now Seth, he doesn't have to pummel in as hard as he was before.
Again,
just stay in there.
Let the other guy make the mistake.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have to force any action. He's up 6-0.
Let the other guy force the action.
But again, this is Shamokin Mount Carmel, and the boys don't give anything.
Glossick trying to pummel in himself. Now he's going into a bear hug.
And he's smart. You need a big move.
17 seconds to go in this heavyweight match. Seth Stebolewski.
Take an attempt at a double leg there, but they went out of bounds.
Almost into the head table. but Joe Bordell didn't flinch a bit.
He would have hit right behind Bubba.
Yeah. If I have Gary Tharp and Bubba Nye on each side of me, I'm not worried about much. 7 seconds to go. It looks like Seth Stevoleski is going to be victorious here as he wins 6-0 over Jordan Glossy. And for winning 6-0, he's going to be awarded 3 team points.
6-0.
One bout left to go.
And that's going to make it 54-18 Mount Carmel area.
After that, we get to watch the little guys watching 250-pounders roll around. And we
go right to the, you can put like 3 of those guys into one of those guys that were wrestling.
In the last bout of the evening, for Mount Carmel, Shane Godonis. For Shamokin area, Michael Britton.
There you have it.
Shane Godonis, Mount Carmel area sophomore. He's 4-11. Mike Britton, a freshman. He's 7-7.
And the referee, Mr. Cesari, would like, I think there's a little more blood out there. Them heavyweights, well, I'll tell you what, they didn't leave anything behind except blood.
Again, Brandon Charlton right on it. He's almost as fast as Jeff Sluck.
Tell you what, despite the score of this match, there's been some really good wrestling.
Absolutely. A great match here. Nobody giving in, nobody giving up.
Nice shot in there by Godonis, who's attacking ahead, and went right down into that single. He didn't quite finish it, and he's getting
there's a
under.
Headlock, duck under tried by...
Nice, he stayed under the arms, getting back. Boy, you see a lot more quickness when you go from the heavyweights to this. It's like, phew, fast forward.
Shane Godonis up 2-0 quickly over Shamokin area's Mike Britton.
He's got a half in there. He's trying to power it up. Working hard, and you have Britton clamping down on that. Your basics, the guy got a half in there. You look away and clamp down. That's exactly what he was doing.
Absolutely. And quickly, Mike Britton down in position. Godonis on top.
Chop that down to a nice one-on-one.
Looking for that forearm.
Godonis staying in control here pretty good, keeping his hips on his hips, breaking them down to the mat.
Trying a little crotch pry, one-on-one.
Thought he was going to try and work a tilt there the way
there he goes. Little tilt.
No back points. He said no back points. He only held them there for a 1 count. You got to hold them for a 2 count to get the back points.
Got to be a clear 1,001, 1,002 in order to secure 2-point near fall.
Shane staying very aggressive here. He had legs in. He was trying to work a power half. Very aggressive.
Again, another teaching note. If you want 3-point near fall, you have to keep his blades of his back on a 45-degree angle for 5 seconds.
Caution.
And of course, if you want to secure a fall, you have to have the 2 scapula on the mat for a 2-second count.
That's right. And there was a caution in there against Godonis, and then right away, Britton, no points yet. It's either going to be 1 or 2 here by the looks of it, 26 seconds.
Britton looks like he has a 2-point reversal and has. Godonis in trouble as he has a reverse front-headed arm on.
And he's still, this isn't over yet.
3-point near fall for Godonis.
And 1 escape.
1 escape. 3 points for Britton, 1 escape for Godonis. Makes it 5-3 as we come near the end of the first period. The buzzer will call the tail as the first period ends with Mike Britton, Shamokin area.
Yeah, we used to teach that. That was a front headlock, and you bump the guy back, and he
catch
caught
him off balance.
Yeah. Well, if you get that tight and can step over it and double grapevine, that's good night.
Godonis tries to get up. Broken back down by Britton as he controls his elbow. And one-on-one to the other side, trying to get a...
Godonis trying to tear it off, get hand control. Working,
he does
nice
sit out, turn in, and he follows well, Mike Britton.
These little guys, they really move. They're quick. Now he's over the arm. Now he should be able to see. As soon as he comes over the arm and you turn, you're usually out, but he's got to watch his legs.
Godonis looking to reverse him. Britton looking to counter.
Britton Reaching back in between. He's got to step
And
over now. He got his 2.
that'll be a reversal, 2 points
Reversal for Gadonis.
for Shane Gadonis. That ties the matchup 5-5 here in the second period.
Shane's right in his hips here pretty good. He's got trying to work that half in there and get out to the side. And Britton again clamps down and tears it off.
Trying to throw a leg to the other side. A little too loose with that leg. I think he has to get it out of there.
And now he's trying to work a half to that side. When you have Britton reaching back for his other leg. Now he's got it. He's got that half in there.
He's got a half in there, and he's trying to crank him over. He does.
He's got to reverse it now.
Britton's able to roll through, though, and counter it.
Yep, so he's going to get the back point, so he's probably going to end up in a reverse. No.
That's 2 back points, makes it 7-5.
7-5.
I think we had at least 3 different lead changes here so far in this
Back and forth, back and forth.
Well, he's got to reach for the head.
He got
Britton reaching for the head. He has Gadonis' hips on the mat, but Gadonis is able to readjust very well.
10 seconds.
He's got to keep his hips up. Gadonis has to keep his hips high on him.
Yeah.
And with 3
Now
seconds to go, we'll wait for the buzzer. And on the buzzer, that'll end the period.
This should be an exciting last period here with these 2 boys.
7-5, Shane Gadonis over Mike Britton.
Gadonis has been the aggressor on his feet the whole match, and there he was again.
Quick little
And on that
single leg. Goes down low on it. Forces him down to the mat. He'll pick up 2. That makes it 9-5. Shane Gadonis.
Yeah, Shane been very aggressive on his feet. He's doing a nice job, some nice shots.
Shane Gadonis exerting
to
his
work a
control
power half.
right now.
Yeah, he's trying to work that
dominating
power half.
him right now. Mike Britton.
He's got it.
Power half.
He's got to get out to the side, though, to turn it.
Britton's got to look away from that. He has to look away from that if he's going to counter it. He's trying to look away, and he does.
Did a good job. Not quitting. And none of them
He's
have
gotta
the
pull
whole
his
match.
arms in. He's got to pull his legs up, and he does.
Yeah. And now he's trying to work that
Gadonis
arm.
trying to.
He got a nice tilt.
Nice little tilt. He's going to get 2 points.
Yep, he got 2 that time. He still has the hold on, so that's why he's not getting the point yet. Now he'll get it.
Now he'll get 2 points, and
back
he
points
will
for
explode into an 11-5 lead here in the third period.
Yeah, his confidence is really going up here. He's getting very aggressive.
As this close match is now starting to turn to a.
And he's got that half and a one-on-one here. I don't know if he's going to be able to work it or not.
Again, this match turning into a dominating performance right now in the third period by Shane Gadonis as he is controlling Mike Britton of Shamokin area. But as I say that, Britton comes up to his knees, but Gadonis maintaining a
This is the most aggressive I've seen
grapevine.
Mount Carmel wrestle all year. They look good.
10 seconds to go. And it looks like this is the way it's going to end. As we end this meet, we end this last match as Shane Gadonis of Mount Carmel area wins by virtue of a decision, 11-5. That is going to up Gadonis' record to 5-11, and it's going to give them 3 additional points, 57-18. And as wrestlers shake hands here, we'll take a slight break, and we'll be back for a wrap-up in a second. With a wrap up here again, Mount Carmel victorious tonight, 57-18. But again, that score, Ronnie, not indicative of the type of wrestling we saw this evening.
Yeah, the wrestling was fantastic. I mean, you didn't have to. Every match was competitive. They came down. Mount Carmel ended up coming out on top on a lot of the bouts. We caught the guys towards the end, but the wrestling was fantastic. In and out. And like I mentioned before, referee Cesari did a great job of keeping the flow of the match going and keeping the score up to date. He did a great job.
Again, Mount Carmel doing it again when they had to tonight. Again, they win big. Both teams will be looking to wrap up their seasons next week as sectionals loom very shortly, and the individual end of wrestling will begin. And again, as you said tonight, Ronnie, you know, these wins go a long way towards seeding
points. Yep. So hopefully the Tornadoes could carry some of this momentum with them.
So we look forward to and wish the best luck to both teams as they go to the postseason here. I believe our match is at a conclusion. We'd like to thank everybody again for tuning in to WKMC. We'd like to thank the WKMC staff for presenting us their great efforts here tonight. And on that note, as always, we wish you a fond farewell and good night and good wrestling.